Yeah, g'day, this is Brad again, and back onto the same model again of the evic joytec major, I'd call it. Anyway, as is, I bought the new cage, which came out about 2 weeks ago or something like that, and anyway, it is a massive bonus. So you put it down. As you see, sometimes if you just go like that, she wants to fall. Like, she's very bottom heavy, and the round cylinder there just doesn't sit up very well. Anyway, that wasn't a good example because it did sit up pretty well. You've got yourself a Samsung battery, which is really weird, like a phone, I suppose. Anyway, that's pretty big. It lasts a week, as long as you make sure you shut it off as soon as you're done, or put your settings on evic on your computer, and then you can change anything you want on this on your computer to how you want it, what voltage, wattage goes by something else. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Now anyway, it's a little bit sandy because I go fishing quite a bit. Again, the next part you can take off. So say for instance I run over this with the car and I flatten this whole piece. I've still got the upper half and I can buy the bottom piece. It's just that easy. Then you go from there, wind her on real quick, I suppose. Just get this over and done with. Now, then we have, which I've got to be careful here, the next two pieces. That and that there. Now, we'll just sit like that for a second. Now that goes onto there. That breaks. You can just buy that piece. This thing comes apart perfectly, beautifully. Now there is one issue which I will explain in a minute. Now we put the top back on there. That easy. It's all winds on the same way, that's the only con of it, is it all winds on one way. But I figured out the proper way to do this. See, that comes out too. That comes back in. As you can see, the rubber there, I haven't changed that rubber yet. That little rubber piece in the middle holds it nice and airtight. But I haven't needed to, due to the fact that the resin is actually a little bit sticky, so it helps it a lot. Now we are going to take apart the piece where you fill it up. Okay. Now, at first, I had to use pliers all the time. 2 pairs of pliers, one for this bit and one for this bit, to undo it, because it gets very sticky because of the resin. So what I done was I put a tiny bit of spray of WD-40 or CRC lubricant spray, and I just sprayed a tiny bit and moved it around the edge there. Ever since then I've had no problem with it whatsoever. I've just replaced the coil with a new one because the other one was getting a little bit old, which is alright. Now as you can see, this is half full. So easy to fill up, very easy. I've got grind zero, which is coffee. Now if you can see, I can squirt that in there. I only want so much of it, and I'm also going to mix some cherry zero. So I've got grind cherry, and I've also got tobacco flavour in there as well. I know it sounds funny and a bit weird, but it gives you a mixture of flavour, and it changes a little bit over time. Now anyway, here we go, screw it back in. You make sure you keep it nice and tight, and remember you've got your 3 holes. That's the full open cone. Next one's just a little bit smaller, and that one's actually quite, small, and that one's even smaller. You can't really see it on the camera. Okay, so tap 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 tap. Ask you if you want to power it on. Now let's see if we can get that. There we go. Okay, it's a 1.8 ohm coil. Now here we go. Now see, the best thing about this, every single bit comes apart. So if you have one piece that's broken, that's no big deal at all. You can just go out and buy that and ship that. And my advice is, if you're going to, if there's a piece that's broken, you've got to go and buy and order another piece through, what do we call it, evic for life. Now they're in Melbourne. They're a Melbourne-based place. They're really good. Their contact number is 0418 316 209, and that's between 7 AM and 11 PM. And there's a service setup call as well, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. That is 0402 733 445, and that's between 8 AM and 10 AM. I'm not sure what that's all about. But anyway, now she's turned on. The new coil's in there. She's at 3.2. That's what we want. Anything over 3.2, you'll burn your coil out too quick, and it's not worth doing that because coils aren't cheap. The coils on this, you order them, say you order 5 coils, you're looking at $40. That's with shipping, $40.50 or something like that. Now anyway, a bit of a demonstration for you of how it works. Hold it down for a couple of seconds before you go. Now that's on 3.2, so I'm actually going to bump it up a bit, even though I've got a new coil. I'll put it on 3.8. Now also the juice is settling, so it's not going to burn quick anyway, so big deal. And that was, I don't know how many seconds, it was only a few seconds. Now I'll do it again. That's not bad considering I just filled her up, and the coil is new as well. So anyway, don't go the pencil ones. The pencil ones, they don't last long. I had one myself, and anyway it ended up sort of crashing on me. As far as I know, this one is the best one you can buy on the market. It's called the joytec evic, and this new little cage here only came out about 3 weeks ago or something like that. Before that it was just glass. Now I was filling it up on the kitchen bench, and it rolled off the kitchen bench and shattered. I was shattered. It's a bit of money. And that cost me $40 or something like that to have this shipped. But this was lucky that it happened when it did. It was 2 days before the metal shell come in. Now this is fantastic. In every durable way. I take this down the beach nearly every day fishing. I've dropped this in the ocean twice. Nothing wrong with it. As you can see, there is nothing wrong with it. Now I don't advise anybody to put it in water at all. No, don't do that. But it happened to me. I had it in a top pocket with my jacket on because it was quite cold, and I leant over and she just went boom straight in the water. I picked it out. I didn't turn it on straight away. I just undid it all, gave it a bit of a wipe down, this, that and the other. Waited till I got home and then tried it and it worked. No worries. Straight off the bat. So anyway, to summarise this up, the Aspire, the new Aspire metal casing, it's got glass behind it of course, is the way to go, and everything comes apart. Everything comes apart, the whole lot. This bit, that bit there, the black bit, and the bottom shell which holds the battery. So you've got no problem there. Anyway, to Peter Welst, thank you very much. Your product is flawless, absolutely flawless. So anybody who wants to get off the smokes, e-cig for life, go for it. And anyway, this is Brad signing off. Thank you very much for listening, and let's hope that I get a new e-cig soon, and I'll show you how it works and how good it is, and I'll base it off that one, and we'll see how we go. Anyway, have a good day, and Brad signing off. See ya.